Okay guys, back again. We're going to be doing more of the side of the Triceratops with issues 55 and 56. Okay guys, so with issue 55 we get this, which is another metal piece. Obviously it's started off metal coloured, but they've splayed it blue, so good colouring on the outside. Not quite so great on the inside, but it doesn't really matter there. So we're going to go back to all the parts that we had last time round, and also we should still have the screws from last time. Why they couldn't have given us the screws this time round, I don't know. So starting with this piece, then this piece goes this way round. I'm just going to sit over all these pegs, and then this is going to come in, and it's going to be what way round? It is going to be, let me have a look. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be so that these bits that stick out are going to come inside these rings, so that will hold that. Oh, nice little click there. So they come into that, and then this will come in. That fits nicely. And then two of these screws that we've got left over from the last issue. Screw in on these two corners. You can really feel that bite in on this side when you're screwing it in there. So next you want to get your clippers, and you've got two big wheels and two small wheels here. Now again, just because it leaves little marks, I'm going to just see if I can't scrape away just a little bit. So if I can't just remove a little bit of the bit sticking out. It's not going to be perfect, because obviously it never will be when it comes off of these things. If I can just make sure it's nice and smooth, then I'll consider myself happy with it. There we go. Alright, so placing these in, you want to get the two smaller wheels in the middle, and the bigger wheels go to the outside. So bigger wheels in the corners. Oh, they squeeze in nice and firm there. So obviously they're going to squeeze in between this plate and this plate. Yeah, that is a nice, I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but yeah, that really squeezes in quite nice. Oh, that was my joints clicking, that wasn't the build. Right, so now we want to bring this back, and we're looking at the front half, and this will come in this way round. And now we want to take this piece, which will come in this way round, and we'll take these last two screws, one of which will go in up here. So if I just line it up, a couple of twists in there, and then make sure it's lined up on this piece as well. And I can screw that into there. And the beauty is, because this is a SoC upscaled, then this should slide down and slide up. I'll just loosen this just a little bit, I think. Yeah, that's better. Maybe just another little quarter turn. So you don't want to do that bit too tight. So I think half a turn from where I had it, and that is now front tracks extendable. Okay, and finally for this issue we'll take this metal piece and that will come over this back corner here where it fits on. Fit on nicely for me. There we go. So that slips in quite nicely. And we're going to take 3 screws. Let's just double check where it's going. Okay, in there, in there, in there. That's here, here, and here. Okay, so that now gives us a bit more of the armour at the back there. And that's it for issue 55. Okay, so coming in with issue 56, we're going to start again with this, where we're going to put this together. So we've got a different angle in this picture, but obviously having already done it, it comes in here, it comes in here, and then this slips over that piece. And the screws are hidden underneath the wheels. So this in place, just going to take the 2 screws and just like last time, screw it in on the corners. And with that done, we're then going to want to clip the wheels off again. Now I'm not going to bother with the scalpel this time, purely because you're not really going to see anything there. So pushing this in, this really does work well at holding everything together. That is a very good fit. Like I say, I don't know if you can hear it going in, but I certainly can. I can hear that creaking together. Okay, and then I'm going to flip this round, put this over here, and where under here. Okay, so this will come in just like last time. So I'll take my 2 screws that I've got left, and again it'll be a screw there and a screw there. Obviously, for the sake of being able to slide it, you don't want to put the bottom screw in too tightly, or do it up as tight as you feel comfortable with, and then give it a little test. If it's too tight, you can always just loosen it by a quarter turn or a half turn. It'll help if I turn the screwdriver in the right direction. So I'm going to do it fully up, like nice and tight, and then of course that becomes very stiff to move, so I just give it a little half turn or quarter turn, and you can hear that clicking away. It's not over stiff, but it's not loose. It's not gonna just pop out, so that's all good there. So next we've got, if I grab my tweezers, because these are in the box and it's pretty well, so we've got what looks like a square piece that's going to come on the front here. I don't know if it matters which way up it goes, but I'm going to do it with the grills going, you can see on this piece and this view, no, because it doesn't want to focus, but the lines are going like zigzagging down, not up. That's going to pop in here. That's a lovely tight fit. Okay, you can see that on the smaller view. We've now got a textured dark grey piece, which is going to come in up here. However, that is going to need some gluing, which I will do after the video. Just going to put it in for now, because there are some other bits that are going to need gluing, so I'm just going to do them together. We've got the other Triceratops plate, which will come in right here, and oh yeah, that's a nice tight fit. We have the remaining silver piece. Going through all these pictures, I'm just wondering how quickly they're going to be popping up on the video when I edit this. Okay, that's going to go in, nice fit right there. That's very nice. Oh, this is really coming together. Oh, I like this. This looks great. And finally, for this part, I'm probably going to have to do an extra take on this later on, once the glue's dried. Are these all the same? I think these are all the same. So I'm going to need to put some glue on these. However, these will all fit on here. Feel relatively tight. And then once it comes down to it, it will slip onto here. But like I said, I'm going to put some glue on here, and I'm going to put some glue on this piece, and that will all come together nicely. And you got to admit, in fact, I won't need to do the extra things, they're all on there. Just take my word for it, I am going to be gluing. It even says in the instructions to glue these pieces, and that bit's just loose anyway, so I'll glue those. But we've got the claws, and we have the treads, which will extend, and they will retract, and this whole piece here will slide in and out slightly, obviously not as much as I'm moving here, because obviously, like I say, this is basically an upscaled version of the Solar Chigokin, which I'm so happy about, because I always wanted one of them. I wanted the normal size one that wouldn't cost me as much as this is, but I'm happy either way. So yeah, looking forward to finishing this. I think this is the last piece for the Triceratops for now. I think we're going on to the Tyrannosaurus crotch next issue. So this is just going to be sat to one side, just like the saber-toothed tiger legs. But that looks bloody gorgeous. And I'll see you guys next time.